Hi Stampers, this is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. I just came back from attending Stampin' Up's on-stage event in Baltimore, Maryland. And while there, I participated in swapping with other demonstrators, of course. And this one, I made the card and I wanted to add something a little bit extra to it because one of my good sidelines was actually picking me up at the hotel and bringing me to convention. So I decided to add this little 3D ornament to go with the card. It coordinates. And I'm going to show you how to put this together and make one. I talked about it at one of my classes, and one of the girls in my classes wanted me to do a video to show you. So let's get started with the supplies you'll need today. We are going to bring in the Pool Party and the Marina Mist ink pad, along with the sponge for the Marina Mist. And what we're going to do is stamp 7 of the ornaments. And I have a bunch stamped here already. I'm going to show you how to do that because if you look closely, I have the Pool Party ink on the outside and the Marina Mist in the center. So what we need to do is first ink your stamp with the Pool Party ink. And then you're going to take your sponge and ink it up with Marina Mist. And you're just going to sponge where you want the darker ink. So here we go. Press down. And there's your ornament with the darker ink in the center. Make sure you clean your stamp each time you want to do this because the Marina Mist is in the center. And you're going to get your Pool Party ink pad dirty if you don't re-ink it. So now we need to cut all of our ornaments out with the framelits, and I happen to have some all cut out. I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored scoring tool and my ornaments, and what we're going to do is score them in half vertically. And if you'll notice, I have a black permanent line here. And the reason I did that, and I've shown all my customers to do that, it's so much easier to line something up and center it, especially when we have to have the tip here in part of our score line. So we're going to score all 7 of these. And all down in the center. So there's 4. 5, whoops, 6, and 7. And now we're going to bring in the bone folder, and you're going to fold all 7 of them in half. I was explaining to the girls in one of my classes how to make one of these, and that's what prompted me to make this video. She wanted me to show them how to do it. Okay, we've got these all folded down. And now I'm going to bring in the silver cording trim, and I've got about 11 inches here. I'm actually going to lay one of these flat and add a piece of tear and tape. And we'll remove the backing off that. And what I'm going to do is place the cording trim right on the score line and press it in place. Okay, now we're ready to glue all of our pieces. What you're going to do to start out, and I like using a liquid glue for this, it's a lot easier. You're going to put the glue down on just half of the ornament. And then you're going to glue the halves together. Okay, so that's what that looks like when you lay it down. And you're going to do this for all 7 pieces. So there's another half. We don't want to touch the one that's sticking up. We want to move on to the next half. So if you fold these closed, it'll be easier for you to do your gluing. So there, now there's 3, and you see how they're starting to look. So let me add glue to a couple at a time. Going to add our next one. And just make sure everything's nice and even. And see how that's starting to shape up. This is number 6. And the last one will be the one with the cording trim on it. So again, fold this closed. Layer. Press in place. And here's our last one. You gotta be careful with this one because you have the tear and tape on there. Okay, so now we have all 7 of these. And to finish it off, again, we'll add glue to just one half of it. And then join them together. And if you want more of these, you can add more or you can add less. But I have 7 on mine. This is what it looks like when it's being viewed from the top. And of course, when it dangles. And now all you have left to do is decorate the top as you want. You can add a bow, some ribbon. So to finish the top of my ornament, I'm using the shimmer ribbon. And I have some thread on a needle. And I'm going to just run a basting stitch as close to one edge as I can. I'm not sure how much ribbon I'm going to need yet, so I'm starting out with 6 inches. Because what we're going to do when I get to the end, I'm going to tighten up the thread and hopefully it'll fit at the very top of my ornament. Pull this and make sure you leave the thread dangling. I'm almost done here. It's a good thing you only have to watch me do 6 inches of ribbon. Okay, and I just want to see what that's going to look like when I pull. And I think that's going to work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put this around the top. And I'm hoping it's going to stay right here. I might need to add glue dots at the end. So now we're just going to tighten. And now I'm thinking it would look better way at the top. Yeah, it will. So what we'll do is we'll tighten as much as you can and then just make a double knot. And we're going to cut off the ends of our thread. And I'm going to bring in some glue dots. And I'm just going to take them off with a paper piercer and lay a few right on top. I think that's going to work. So I'm going to do about 3 of these. And then I'm going to press this in place. There, that's pretty cute. So then all you need to do is tie a loop to hang your ornament. I could have glued the double loop on the inside of the ornament when I started, but I wasn't sure how I was going to end with this. So you could do that when you start yours, is just do the double loop. But that looks pretty neat, and I do like the way that shimmers on the top there. I'd love to see how you come up with yours and how you decorate yours when you're done. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you like my ornament, and thanks so much for stopping by.